Hi everyone, my name is Corinne Campbell Hackney and this is my ePortfolio page, and I use WordPress for my ePortfolio. And as you can see, there's a menu of all the classes and essential documents that their ePortfolios have. And on the social studies page, I have an introductory statement basically saying that this ePortfolio contains all the assignments, resources, and artifacts at my disposal to help demonstrate my ability to instruct students in social studies. And I have a list of assignments that I have completed for this class with a brief description and an image. And when you click on the link, it'll take you to the document and then downloadable format. And I also have at the very bottom of the page, I have additional lesson plans, supports, activities, and resources. So basically all of the lesson plans that don't really have a cute image for, or the website investigations, or like links to websites that have social studies activities and ideas, they're all here. So this basically is like my resource section to show that I am capable of finding materials to create a curriculum, which actually leads me to the most challenging aspect of this class or assignment for me, which was developing my own social studies unit and annual pacing schedule. And for me, my biggest concern when I become an educator is trying to develop a curriculum when I'm assigned a grade level that I've never taught before. So having this assignment was something that I was excited to try, but it was very overwhelming at first trying to come up with schedule that I would be able to follow that hit on all the essential content standards, and having units that had some sort of cohesion and related to one another to scaffold the learning, and having overall themes that were carried out throughout to make it more beneficial for students. So when I was able to do this, I felt very confident now that if I were assigned a grade level, I know how that I have the foundational skills necessary to develop a unit. But it was very, very challenging for me trying to find, because I wanted it to be of quality, and I actually made them relate to one another so it would be the best mock trial I could do for actually trying to develop a unit for an actual job. So I did fourth grade California, and I made the annual pacing schedule relate to my unit. And so this was also the most rewarding and beneficial assignment because now I feel a lot more comfortable with the idea of creating a curriculum for a grade level. But it was, like I said, the most challenging because it's hard to find all of the resources, materials, and making sure activities are engaging and relate to students. And especially when you have a hypothetical class, because you don't know that the class's background, so it's hard to customize it. But this is just a rough outline, but it really gave me, I think, a foundational knowledge of how to do it. And so I'm very grateful for that opportunity. And then the assignment or activity that best represents me as a teacher, I feel like would be the technology investigation. And I feel like that's the best representation of me because it's an interactive assignment for students that utilizes technology. And it also is a way for students to express themselves. So basically, the Storybird site that I chose is a website that helps you make your own book. So you get to write the words, and they have a lot of pictures you can choose from to help create your story. So I feel like this is a great example of student learning because the student is telling their own story of a historical event. So they're relating the information that they've learned and contextualizing it into a story, and they're expressing themselves through the characters in the narrative. So it's a really unique way for students to be able to express their understanding of a concept in a very personalized way. So, and I love children's literature. So this is one of my, I think, best represents me because I love to use literature to help teach social studies. And I love the idea that the kids get to make their own book. So that is my ePortfolio. And then I closed my page with having a quote from Helen Keller saying the highest result of education is tolerance. And I feel like social studies is one of the best subjects to teach that principle because the more aware we are of other cultures and backgrounds, the more tolerant and accepting we can be of one another. And that is my ePortfolio.